a living covenant of sovereignty. The Sophia Code is your soul's uniquely sequenced divine genome for expressing every immaculate quality of Sophia. No other soul has the same sequence of the Sophia Code as you do. It is a master blueprint of your divine nature as well as your soul's unique fingerprint as a sovereign expression of Sophia. The Sophia Code, page 14. Hi everyone, my name is Nayeli Dalisay. I'm a certified Sophia Circle leader and I have been granted access and permission by Rael Publishing to read from the Sophia Code channeled by Kaya Ra. If you want to learn more about the sacred text, you can visit thesophiacode.org. So today I want to introduce a really beautiful 6 weeks mini series where I'm going to share some snippets, some pivotal moments in my journey with the Sophia Code. The journey came to me in summer of 2020, so almost 5 years ago, and it's been the wildest, most beautiful, most craziest journey that I've been on this life. And I'm so excited and I'm so curious where this will be unfolding towards and how the Sophia Code will continue blessing my life and the life of so many other people. So I just wanted to sort of share some really pivotal moments in my journey with the Sophia Code. This is going to be a 6-week series. Every week I'm going to be sharing like another snippet, another pinpoint that I've been tracking in my life and that I really feel has been so pivotal in my own journey with this sacred text. If you have any questions about my journey with the Sophia Code or what the Sophia Code is, you can see it behind here on the altar, where I also have the first ever copy of the Sophia Code that I purchased in 2020, and it's been everywhere with me. Literally, I want to share with you where I was in my own journey of awakening and evolution when the Sophia Code first came into my life, because it was life-changing. I remember it being like this lightning bolt transmission, and today, as I was sort of thinking of like this outline and what I want to share with you today, I was like, whoa, I wish I could go back to that time and read the Sophia Code for the first time, because it was just such a powerful experience for me to hold this sacred text in my hand for the first time and then reading these words black on white and really feeling seen and feeling understood, feeling heard, feeling like this resonance in my heart for the first time. It was electrifying and it was activating. The Sophia Code came into my life in summer of 2020, where I was in my last year of university. I was studying environmental engineering and organic farming. Obviously, 2020 was a wild year for every single human being on this planet, and I personally had been going through a huge spiritual awakening from summer of 2019. My life changed forever in summer of 2019. If I had not had that experience, I would not be sitting here today. In summer of 2019, I had a spontaneous Kundalini awakening without me ever having heard about the term Kundalini. It just happened, and it was very challenging during that time. My body was uncontrollably shaking. I did not know what was happening in my body. Thank goodness that I had a really beautiful support that was supporting me to go through this experience. Question. And through this questioning also arose this massive curiosity of the discrepancy of the reality, the belief systems that had been fed to me as I grew up in this system, to what I experienced in my own personal life. There were somatic experiences that were just fully life-changing. And I personally, prior to that experience, yes, I was on this journey of wanting to heal, especially my mother's early passing and her absence in my life. And through that journey, I also really opened up to this new reality and this new existence of myself and the world, and I have so much more understanding of what's happening and of my journey. I really believe that questioning is the first step of the journey of awakening. Questioning our reality and the status quo that we have been programmed into believing is the first step, because that also means that we are starting to open ourselves up to receiving new type of information. In the day and age of internet and media, there is just a lot of information that we can consume. that we can take in. We can only receive it into our reality when we are open to receiving it. If a person is not ready to hearing a certain type of information, they can maybe hear it, but it'll go in one ear and out the other ear. Have you had this experience? I certainly personally have had this experience. I know that if the Sophia Code had come earlier into my life, I would not have had the same resonance, the same aha moment that I had when it came into my life. That being said, I had been going through this huge transformation, this huge breakdown of my life. Everything had been sort of burning down, all of the questioning that had been happening. After many breakdowns from summer of 2019 to maybe like March of 2020, when COVID really hit, I had a massive new breakdown again. Breakdown means breakthrough. Breakdown means for me personally also that many veils also lifted from my consciousness. And I was going through a lot of initiations at that time. And I had a lot of questions as well. I had so many questions. I was looking for answers on the internet and I found answers. Some of them helped, others did not help, obviously, at all. And through that experience and through that journey, somehow the Sophia Code came into my life. I remember the first time that I started hearing about the Sophia Code was from different people online. And I was like, okay, the Sophia Code, I have no idea what it's about. I don't know, I don't have to dive into that at this moment in time. So like I heard about it, but it never stuck with me for a couple of weeks, I guess. No, a couple of months. I had heard about it by a couple of mentors that I was working with and other people that I had met. And that was it. I really didn't feel like I had to sort of purchase the book. I didn't know what it was about. I was just like, okay, that's that. I want other answers. That's what I was feeling. And in late spring of 2020, I think it was, I heard the entire initiation of Key Code 1, Isis, being read out loud. At that time, I did not entirely understand what this was about. I had no idea what Divine Feminine Christ Consciousness was. I had never heard about Isis, Hathor, Green Tara. All of the Ascended Masters except Mother Mary were very foreign to me. I was very much in that paradigm of science is my belief. Science is my belief system, and that's the only thing that exists. Really, truly, which is fascinating looking back to now. I don't even recognize myself. So I remember having heard the Key Code 1 initiation and having this somatic, electrifying experience. I didn't even remember the words that were spoken, but I remember after this Key Code initiation, which was maybe an hour, I felt electrified in my body. I felt like, whoa, reborn after this experience of going through Key Code 1 initiation. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to purchase the Sophia Code. Lo and behold, I went online and I purchased the Sophia Code. This is the first copy of the Sophia Code that I ever purchased, and it's so dear to my heart. In summer of 2020, it came to my place and I started reading it. I remember reading the first chapter of the Sophia Code and I started crying. I truly felt so seen. I felt, yes, this is the message. This is what my heart has been telling me and had been telling me, but I hadn't been fully listening and recognizing that voice within my heart. And here it was, written black on white, this confirmation of what I had been feeling and experiencing in my life. I truly remember that moment so vividly. I was sitting in the park beneath a young tree and I was just reading and feeling so deeply. It was truly so touching. I don't know, it's beyond words. And I know that the journey with the Sophia Code is unique for each and every one of us. And I hope that you have had also such a really beautiful experience with meeting this beautiful codex, the Sophia Code, for the first time, or also throughout the years. So this was my first encounter with the Sophia Code. Thank you so much for being with me, for witnessing this first part of this mini series, And next week I'll be sharing a bit more about my first walk through the Sophia Code and also the time after completing the Sophia Code for the first time, because the journey does not end when we complete the Sophia Code. It is the start of such a beautiful, transformative, evolutionary journey if we are open and willing to go that way, down that way. So stay tuned for that for next week. And if you have any questions about the Sophia Code, about my journey with the Sophia Code, then feel free to comment them down below. And you can find more information at nayelidalisay.com, or also obviously on the official website of the SophiaCode.org. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm sending you so much love.